Welcome to the first look at EA Sports F1 25 gameplay. I'm Matt Gallagher.
And I'm Alex Jacques.
We've got a ton to explore today, Alex. I haven't seen anything yet, but I've heard there's plenty of exciting stuff lined up.
Absolutely. We've got brand new reverse racing. It is going to be a blast to commentate on.
Let's jump right in. All right, let's pick our team and driver for the first lap.
We've gone for Haas and we've gone for Oliver Behrman. Not a bad shout.
I'm ready for this one, and you need to be ready as well. We're taking a lap around Austria in reverse. Alex, you've done a lot of commentary, but not in reverse.
No, this is going to be a unique challenge, Matt. I'm not nervous at all.
Well, nerves or no nerves, Alex, take us through this.
Here come the lights. We're going the wrong way round. We're underway and heading to the final corner of the racetrack first. How strange is this? As we go racing with Ollie Behrman into the final turn, and this is going to change things entirely. Will we get through? Everyone cleanly through. We're climbing the hill into the Jochen Rindt curb, but this is completely alien stuff, Matt.
So the studio wanted to spread their efforts to deliver value for players across the board. Reverse tracks allow EA to deliver something a bit more light-hearted, a bit different like we're seeing right now.
It's a lot of fun because now we're climbing the hill. At turn 7 and 8, normally, have now turned into a really fast chicane. This is still a great overtaking opportunity, and Ollie Behrman's showing us that.
So changing the race line and wear throughout the race is complex. EA manages two versions of each track in one file to account for track wear and wet weather drying. It's not just about reversing direction here.
Oh, this is a scary corner, but it's going to get even scarier because instead of climbing up, we're plunging downhill. Not to turn 1, but to the final turn on the racetrack. Look at how quick this is, with no escape on the outside if you get it wrong. Can Behrman make another place? He can. Super move, super racetrack, brilliant.
Alex, my brain is fried. What have we just watched?
It is a completely different challenge, isn't it? But that's really fun.
Right, swiftly on to Miami. You'll be glad to know, Alex, this one is the right way around. An all-new LIDAR-scanned track to bring the true experience to the game.
I'm liking the sound of that. Let's see what it looks like on board. And it's Oscar Piastri heading into the first turn. Been fortunate enough to attend this race on a couple of occasions. And the detail, not only on track, but around the stadium section, really impressive stuff. Stuff that you'd only know if you'd been there. Amazing.
So the accuracy is because of the LIDAR. It gives billions of data points, and also by matching the LIDAR data, the sense of speed would also translate closer to what a driver would experience on track.
We've even got the cable car on the left-hand side. I love it. But as we come down to the braking zones, this is what's going to make the difference when you are behind the wheel and being passed by Lando Norris initially. Over the bumps, which curbs can you use? Which curbs do you need to avoid? Absolutely crucial. Certainly at corners like this, as we climb the hill, some you have to avoid, some you have to take, like that one on the apex of the chicane.
So LIDAR enhances track realism by capturing details like elevation and curb height. You could just see when we were on board there, the way the car was bouncing around and compressing. It's brilliant stuff.
And we're going all the way to the end now. Here we go with Oscar Piastri. We're going to get the bumps into the braking zone. How much speed can he take through here? Final corner of the last lap. Stadium is ahead of us, but we're heading to the checkered flag. And Oscar Piastri comes over the line to win again and to punch the air.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Well done, everybody. Massively deserved.
That's a nice touch, isn't it? Oscar Piastri in the flesh.
Yeah, his actual team radio included in the game.
Off to the podium we go now. Loving that from the podium. And off we are. This is looking like a massive step up. So using Valve Index base stations and a Vive tracker mounted onto a camera rig, EA took the existing podium cutscene animations in Motion Builder and used a plugin which allowed EA to record the tracking data from the Vive tracker. So this gave EA the natural movement that would be expected when a camera operator is reacting to events unfolding in front of them. Hence the step up.
It sounds like so much work has gone into it. Now to Silverstone we go. And at the bottom, reverse track with a pit stop. Bring this on. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this place looks like. The wrong way round. We're chasing down Fernando Alonso on board with Isaac Hadjar, and we're going the wrong way round through Luffield Corner, heading into Brooklands, and that is going to make the next part of the track scary quick.
It's learning a completely different track the wrong way round. My brain can't really compute what's going on, but we're in the slipstream of Alonso, Alex.
Okay, we're heading into what would normally be the opening corners. This is now a massive overtaking opportunity. This is so strange, you know. An iconic circuit, the home of British motor racing, and we're going completely the wrong way round. In fact, we're going into the pit lane right now. Scrub off the speed, and we head into the Silverstone pit lane, past the iconic wing, which is now on our left-hand side. Still getting used to all of this, and it's a straight pit stop race. Hadjar versus Alonso. In goes Alonso, and now we're hitting our marks. Can we jump him here? The turn-in was optimal. We hit our marks. Can we beat the Aston Martin out? No! Fernando Alonso has done us. He's kept position. I'm intrigued to see what this next bit's like, though, because it is so tight in real life, and it's now the pit exit. We've barely got any room to use. Get rid of the limiter. Here we go, flat to the floor, and rejoin heading into Stowe Corner. But it's now a left-hander, and Alonso's getting away from us.
Phenomenal stuff. So the garages in the pit lane have a totally new layer comprising of all bays, pit perches, crew, floor decals, garage signage, pit limits, and exit lights. Everything had to face the other direction and be ordered differently.
Oh my word. Beckett's, then maggots. Unbelievable combination, still brilliant, even in reverse. And we're heading to Copse Corner. Are we going to go around the outside? Hang on right now.
Come on!
Oh, what a move that is. Amazing.
This is absolutely brilliant to watch. I think this track will actually be one of the most difficult ones to learn.
Totally agree, Matt. We are now off to Bahrain. We have another LIDAR track, and it means that you can see things like the fan zone that's there in real life on the left-hand side. And we're following Gabriel Bortoletto down to the first turn. There's always bumps down there at the first turn. You can see the suspension is working away as he locks up. He's chasing Carlos Sainz up the hill.
That's feeling very recent in the memory, Bahrain Grand Prix, as we head slightly up the hill. The track's undulation is very apparent now and feels authentic overall, especially when you reach turn 5. You get that great whoa moment because you really get to see and feel the elevation as a whole.
And the fast stuff is where LIDAR really comes into its own. Big direction changes, completely accurate. And now we're at turn 8. We're getting closer to the Williams in front.
Speaking of accurate, representation of the sandy and desert terrain verges in terms of slope and natural formations. The accuracy is just unmatched. We head into turn 10 now, known for its challenging downhill braking zone. That's also been replicated so that players will get to experience the precise elevation drop and tricky off-camber corner entry, giving them a true-to-life driving experience.
Oh, it's Lock-Up City. Turn 10, absolutely love it. And now the climb begins again into the fast stuff with Bortoletto leaning on every bump. 13 is such a tricky corner. Look at the suspension working away as he climbs the curb now, and he's chasing all the way to the end of a very familiar racetrack with its abrasive tarmac and its low grip, its high abrasion, and is lining up right now for a great chance to overtake the Williams ahead. There's the rear wing element going up, and the Brazilian driver continues to chase on to Suzuka. Yes, please. Absolutely adore this racetrack. And we are about to find ourselves doing an attacking lap around iconic corners with the LIDAR, more accurate than they have ever been before. This is turn 1 at high speed, and we're working our way into the S's. Look at that on the left-hand side. We got the cherry blossoms. Wonderful.
Beautiful as well. You've got the pink Alpine of Jack Doohan. It's all just working out beautifully into the first sector. One of the most iconic sets of corners in the entire Formula One calendar. You can feel the car moving around, compressing. It's just brilliant.
Into the Degners, through the first one, through the second one, And we're gaining all the time on Yuki Tsunoda. The dive bomb! The Kobayashi dive bomb move from Jack Doohan. How about it? Excellent stuff. I'm loving this racetrack with all of the details around here. Spoon Corner is next. Fans watching from the side. More cherry blossom. And around this racetrack, it really is a beautiful place to come.
Spot the Cherry Blossom is the game we're playing at the moment. We're in the slipstream of Alex Albon. It's looking beautiful. How's 130R going to be? Albon wants to move.
That is a dangerous place to try and overtake. He couldn't make the pass. How about the iconic chicane? Made famous by Prost and Cena. The big wheel on the left-hand side. It's an amazing view from that, by the way. It's an amazing view on board with Jack Doohan as we go across the line. My word, does Suzuka look great? We've gained another place on the way to turn number 1. What a great racetrack. I love that place.
Heading to Australia we go now for the Grand Prix, the first race of the season it was this year. And look at that. Raining in Melbourne. It's a LIDAR scan track once again, so look for the accuracy. You can see it's a very unique track. It has road markings on it, and you best believe the LIDAR has scanned it all.
I'm so relieved it has, because that is going to make things extra tricky. That is going to provide you with the same challenges that the drivers themselves experience. And I love that we've got the wet conditions, just like we saw for the real thing earlier in the year, as we go past the stadium section now on the right-hand side.
So the building's placement, which you'll see around the track, is probably the biggest change, with the proportions of the pit buildings being accurate now, as well as all of the bridges and gantries around the track being correct.
I love to see it. Lean on the curb on the way out. Little bit of a correction there as we went over the markings. This is the flat out section now. Changed a couple of years ago. We're going up through the gears. This is such a high speed change of direction. The fast chicane. How brave are you feeling through here? Gaining so much time, and another great overtaking opportunity. We're chasing down Liam Lawson. This place looking fantastic, even though it's pouring with rain.
Oh, we're going to go for a move down the inside of Lawson. Beautiful stuff, and you'll see all around this circuit, as it is a street circuit technically, every barrier has been replaced with the correct height and proportioned versions, as well as all the colours and materials being updated.
A brilliant place to go racing, a wonderful crowd, and now the most accurate version of Albert Park we have ever seen. The car moving around so much in the rain as well, as we go over the line again, chasing down Lewis Hamilton for 8th position at Albert Park. Carlos Sainz making his way through.
Right, last one for today, and it is Zandvoort. As you can see, the entire start grid has had to be replaced on the opposite side of the start straight. In real life, this isn't even a consideration, and might not be able to fit all the cars.
This is going to be amazing, because it's a bank first turn. Look at this. This place is mad enough. The normal way round. This is epic going backwards. We're now into the stadium section.
I'll spot your apex here. Where is it?
I tell you what, I'm really enjoying this version of Zandvoort. It's going to get quicker and quicker now, and there's a good overtaking opportunity coming our way. I mean, we're already ahead, so don't worry about it too much. On board with George Russell, snaking our way through, and then it's going to get super quick again. I quite like it this way round.
Yeah, I think it's going to get even more chaotic now as we head through this left-hander, missing the apex ever so slightly, and this corner here, banked uphill. Here we go.
I'm going to speak to the organisers. I think this is the way forward. This is so quick, and it now means that the original turn 3 is going to be no runoff at all, and banked as well.
Ah, phenomenal stuff. How is turn 1 in real life going to fare for the driver here? The last corner. Yeah, on the power.
That's epic. That is
so
good. All right, Zandvoort, we've got a few ideas for the Grand Prix.
It's not over until it's over. Okay, great job.
I feel like that reaction would have been absolutely his reaction going round Zandvoort backwards, to be honest with you. Players can actually expect over 1,000 radio messages across the game from real-life races. That was a lot of fun, Alex. A great look, an insight into F1 25. How did you find it?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. I'm loving that reverse track feature.
Make sure you go and pre-order F125 now.
PlayStation